The skies above Haven burned for 3 days. It began with laughter on the alien comms. Harsh, guttural sounds transmitted across human distress frequencies. "This is mercy," their commander declared, as his fleet of obsidian ships eclipsed the twin suns of the colony world. "We claim your air, your soil, your skies." Then the bombardment began. Haven had been a peaceful frontier, scientists, families, and children growing beneath glass domes, studying alien flora and building quiet lives far from Earth. The colonists had no weapons beyond the orbital defense. Satellites, civilian-grade lasers designed for meteor defense. The first barrage turned those satellites to vapor. The second cracked the domes. The third struck the evacuation fleet as it tried to lift from the surface. The aliens called themselves the Zoran Dominion. To them, this was a lesson. Humanity had grown too bold, expanding too fast into regions the Zoran considered theirs. So they made an example. Every transmission from Haven ended the same way. Static, followed by screams, then silence. When the last transmission was recovered, Earth watched as a Zoran battleship hovered above the colony ruins. Their commander's voice filled the broadcast. "Your skies belong to us now. Bury your dead humans, if you can find the ground beneath our shadow." 2. The mockery of empires across the galactic networks, the Zoran boasted. In trade channels, they mocked Earth's diplomacy. "A race of traders and artists," they sneered, "not warriors. They talk of peace while their worlds burn." The Dominion hosted feasts to celebrate the cleansing of Haven. Holographic reenactments of the bombardment were shown in their capital spires. Audiences cheered as digital humans screamed. Even neutral species joined in the mockery. "Humans are soft," they said. "They build cities of glass and call it progress. They mistake restraint for strength." When an Earth envoy protested before the Galactic Council, the Zoran delegate interrupted him mid-speech. "You should thank us," the alien hissed. "We saved you the cost of defending a failed colony." Laughter echoed through the chamber. Earth did not respond. Not a word. They simply withdrew their envoys. Communications went dark. Trade convoys ceased. No messages came from the Sol system for months. The galaxy called it fear. The Zoran called it victory. But the humans called it something else. Entirely. Preparation. The silence before the storm. The silence was the first. Zoran patrol fleets that once charted human space began reporting strange readings. Massive energy signatures flickering in the void near Sol. Communications interference that spanned light years. Distress calls from raiding ships that vanished mid-transmission. One commander described seeing something vast and unnatural emerge from the darkness. A shape like a continent, gliding through the void without light, without signature. Before his words reached command, his signal cut off. In the months that followed, more Zoran fleets went missing. The Dominion's high command blamed pirates or internal sabotage. But those who'd seen the wrecks knew better. Ships shattered open with precision, as if dissected. Crew vaporized, not by energy weapons, but something else. Something colder. Then came the message. A simple transmission that pierced every Zoran channel, encoded in their own language. "You claimed our skies. Now you'll rest beneath them." No one traced its origin. No one dared to reply. For the first time in centuries, the Dominion knew fear. 4. The day the stars went out, it began at the edge of Zoran space. 3 human dreadnoughts dropping from warp in perfect silence. They were unlike anything the galaxy had ever seen. Black hulls that reflected no light. Engines that burned cold, emitting no heat. Their names were short and terrible. Vengeance, Retribution, Solace. The first volley annihilated the Zoran frontier fleet in less than 7 minutes. The dreadnoughts moved with eerie precision. No comm chatter, no wasted fire. Every shot hit a critical system. Every target evaporated into nothing. Within hours, human fleets poured from hyperspace. Hundreds of ships, each bearing the sigil of Earth Command. A crimson flame rising through darkness. They did not demand surrender. They did not broadcast warnings. They simply advanced entire Zoran sectors. Went dark as orbital bombardments erased their military installations. Defense stations crumbled before kinetic strikes that shattered moons. Cities on frontier worlds turned to glass under orbital plasma rain. Witnesses described the human fleets as storms of silence. No banners, no music, no broadcasts. Just black ships blotting out the stars. A single intercepted human transmission, brief and chilling, was recorded on the 4th day. Operation Burial is in effect. Leave none unmarked. V. The March of Earth's Wrath. By the 2nd week, the Dominion's command structure had collapsed. Human ground troops, armored marine divisions, descended upon fortress worlds with precision unseen in galactic warfare. They did not occupy. They erased. Cities fell beneath orbital kinetic rods the size of skyscrapers. Fortresses melted under rail cannon fire. Human infantry moved like ghosts through smoke and ruins. Silent, efficient, relentless. The Zoran called for allies, but none came. The same empires that once mocked Earth now sealed their borders, terrified that retaliation might extend beyond its target. The Dominion tried one final defense at the planet Xylar Prime, their capital world, shielded by fleets numbering in the thousands. It was their crown jewel, a planet of obsidian towers that stretched into orbit, a symbol of their dominion over the stars. When the human armada arrived, the system's suns dimmed under their numbers. Thousands of warships emerged, battleships, carriers, siege platforms. For the first time in recorded history, light itself was swallowed by a fleet. The Zoran admiral, desperate, opened system-wide channels. "You can't fight the Dominion," he screamed. "You are ants in the shadow of titans." The reply was not a voice, it was a signal, one word, transmitted in every Zoran frequency, in every dialect, across every channel. Burial. Then came the fire, every orbital weapon, every human dreadnought unleashed at once. Plasma storms tore through the atmosphere. Zoran fleets disintegrated mid-orbit, raining molten metal upon their own capital. The planet cracked under sustained bombardment. Oceans boiled. Continents burned. Towers turned to dust. When the light faded, Xylar Prime was gone. Nothing but a scarred moon drifting in the dark. The Whispering Galaxy. The war lasted 21 days. On the 22nd, Earth Command transmitted a single message across galactic channels. It was brief, recorded in cold, human monotone. Haven has been avenged. Earth does not forgive. Earth does not forget. Then, silence. The fleets withdrew just as quickly as they had come. Not a single human ship lingered among the ruins. No treaties were offered. No demands were made. Only the aftermath remained. Entire sectors turned to wastelands. Zoran communication networks shattered. Their empire reduced to ash and echoes. Survivors who crawled from the ruins spoke of strange lights in the night sky. Silent drones drifting through clouds, watching, marking. They called them gravekeepers. And when they approached, their ships vanished. The galaxy's merchants began using a new phrase. Buried under Earth's skies. It meant absolute destruction. The once proud Dominion was gone. In its place lay dust and silence. And beyond that silence, the stars seemed dimmer. Perhaps in mourning. 7th. The cost of silence years passed. The Galactic Council rebuilt, whispering of Earth in private, never aloud. They debated sanctions, alliances, anything that could prevent another burial. But none dared to approach Sol. Even probes vanished beyond the Oort line, swallowed by defense grids that blinked like sleeping giants. A legend grew among traders and explorers. When Earth goes silent, it means vengeance is being forged, and so no one spoke when the humans began fortifying their borders, building rings of steel around their colonies, forging weapons so vast their construction could be seen from light years away. They remembered Haven. They remembered the laughter of the Zoran. They remembered the fire that followed. And they prepared, not for defense, but for deterrence. Wait, the eternal flame in the black vaults beneath Earth's moon. Historians recorded the event under one name, the burial of the Zoran. Admiral Marcus Vall, commander of vengeance, wrote the final entry in the classified archives. "We did not start the war, but we ended it so that no one will ever start another. They took our skies. We gave them graves beneath them. Some call it cruelty. I call it memory. From orbit, Earth gleamed blue and white, a tranquil world that spoke of peace. Yet across its surface, in hidden silos and orbital docks, weapons slept beneath layers of steel. The Eternal Flame program ensured that if any empire ever dared to repeat the Zoran's mistake, the same retribution would follow. Swift, merciless, final. The galaxy understood. Humanity was patient, endlessly patient. But when that patience broke, it became something terrible, something eternal. And so, beneath quiet stars, the galaxy learned its oldest lesson anew. Never claim what belongs to Earth, never. Touch what breathes beneath its skies, because when humanity's flame ignites, it burns forever. The aliens claimed our skies and were buried beneath them. And from that day forward, no one ever looked at a human sky the same way again.